Hey guys, welcome back to our travelgram. I am Yogita,
And I am Gitanshu,
aka Yogitanshu.
So we are back with part 2 in series of places to visit in Iceland.
And if you haven't checked our part 1, then please check it out, where we have covered our journey from Reykjavik to Hope.
And if you have already seen it, then you already know the trip felt nothing short of a dream. And now it's the next chapter of this dream.
But before we begin, if you enjoy our content, so please like our video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe it.
Your support keeps us going.
Every place we visited on this trip was truly worth it. Over our 15 days adventure, we managed to cover incredible 70 plus places. While we would love to share them all, but including every spot in this video will take too much time.
That's why we are going to divide this video into 3 parts. First part, journey from Reykjavik to Hope, Hope to Akureyri, and then Akureyri to Reykjavik.
Yes.
In part 1, we shared our journey from Reykjavik to Hope. So if you have not watched that video yet, so you can watch it from the link given in description or at top right corner of this video. In part 2, we will share our journey from Hope to Akureyri. Day 6. Today we are going to cover our journey from Hope to Siglufjörður. Today we will be going on a long drive on East Fjords. 20 minutes drive from Hope takes us to our first location, which is Vestrahorn. This is Iceland's one of the most dramatic and photogenic place. Sharp black mountains, black sand beach, and open skies. This is really a dream world. This place is known for its mirage effect zone. Near the mountain, there is a flat wetland which has a very shallow water in it. When the weather is clear, you can see a perfect reflection in the water. It looks like that the mountain is flying in the air. We need to use a private road to reach here. At the start, there is a cafe from where you can buy the entry ticket. Entry ticket costs 900 ISK per person. In our whole trip, this is only second and the last natural place to have an entry ticket to it. After buying entry ticket, we can enter the private area where we get access to 3 things: the Viking village, Scotsness beach, and of course the Vestrahorn mountain. When we visited there, it was quite cloudy and also it was drizzling. Initially we planned to skip the place due to weather, but when we reached the flat wetland, it was quite worth it. The views were really amazing. We were getting a good glimpses of the Vestrahorn mountain in the clouds. We spent a good amount of time in front of mountains and took some cool pictures and drone shots. Though flying drone in that weather was quite risky, but the shots are totally worth it. Overall, we spent 1 hour at this place. After this, we had planned a long drive towards East Iceland, and the rain was also getting heavier, so we decided to skip Viking village and Scotsness beach. The drive on East Fjords is an experience in itself. It's a very scenic drive. You will get to experience drive on a coastal lines. On every turn, you are going to discover a new view of Iceland. After Vestrahorn, a 45-minute drive took us to our next stop, which was Höfn's lighthouse. The lighthouse is painted as a vibrant orange color, where you can get some very cool pictures. So do not forget to carry some contrasting colors clothes. Apart from the lighthouse, the main attraction here is the wild waves of Arctic Ocean. It was just a 15-minute stop, but after feeling the raw power of the Arctic Ocean, our drive ahead became quite easier. The drive ahead on East Fjords is the highlight of our trip. It had many beautiful landscapes. This drive definitely is a highlight of our whole trip. From Lighthouse, 1 hour drive took us to our next stop, which is Foss waterfall, whose full name is Nykro Hills Foss waterfall. This waterfall is just on the roadside. It's just 2 to 3 minutes of detour. The car parking here is totally free. Just a 2-3 minutes of walk from the parking will take you to the viewpoint of the waterfall. Compared to the other waterfalls we have been to in this trip, this was a very small waterfall. But indeed, this was also very beautiful. On the opposite side, there is a very beautiful lake view as well. Overall, we spent around half an hour at this place, and then going ahead and driving for 1 hour and 30 minutes, we reached the major spot of our day, that is Hengifoss. This is the third tallest waterfall in Iceland, and it is one of the most unique waterfalls of Iceland too. The car parking charges here are 1000 ISK. In the parking area, there is a map to the trail on which the length of the trail is written to be 2.2 kilometers. But honestly, we felt that the distance was quite more. There is a food truck near the car parking which is open till 5:30 pm. So if you wanna grab a quick bite, grab it from here because on trail there are no other food options. The trail is well maintained. At intervals there are gates to stop the sheep crossings. Just make sure to close the gate when you cross these gates. On this trail you will experience a bonus waterfall as well, which is known as Foss. This is also a very beautiful waterfall covered between the basalt columns. After seeing this waterfall, you can get an idea that how much beautiful Hengifoss gonna be. In clear weather conditions, you can also see Hengifoss from this point only, but when we visited, it was very cloudy, so we were not able to see Hengifoss from here. As this is a long trail, it takes time to reach to the top. So as we kept moving forward, the weather starts to improve. So when we reached near to the Hengifoss, the weather was totally clear and we were able to enjoy our Hengifoss experience. This waterfall is almost 130 meters tall and the backdrop of this waterfall is just mesmerizing. After seeing the waterfall, we forgot all the tiredness of our trail.
तो हैंगीफॉस वाटरफॉल आना बिल्कुल वर्थ है. व्यू इतना प्यारा है कि वाह, बता नहीं सकते.
You can also try to go all the way near to the waterfall. The road ahead is quite difficult. We moved little forward, but the road was quite difficult, so we came back.
वाटरफॉल के काफी पास आ गए,
बहुत ज़्यादा पास.
बट अब आगे जाने से डर लग रहा है.
ये आगे रास्ता है, ये नदी क्रॉस करनी पड़ेगी आपको ये वाली. इतना खतरनाक खिलाड़ी नहीं बनना है आज हमें. आज के लिए इतनी हाइट काफ़ी है.
Overall, we spent around 3 hours at this place, and we highly recommend that you visit Hengifoss if you are going to East Iceland. After 1 hour of drive took us to our next location, which is Siglufjörður, which is going to be our night stay for today. So that's all about our day 6. Today we traveled 280 kilometers and distance so far in the trip 1040 kilometers.
Day 7, and today our journey starts from Siglufjörður, heading towards the Myvatn area. Our day begins in Siglufjörður, a small, colorful and super peaceful town in Iceland. We started in the morning with a short walk around the town. We spent about an hour here, just taking out our time and exploring without any rush. As you walk down the Rainbow Street towards the iconic blue church, it's such a soothing experience. There is a pretty lake in middle of the town, and the view of the lake with the greenery around it and the snow-capped mountain all the side, honestly creating a magical vibe. This town is nestled in the fjord. Even with the cloudy weather, every corner looked like the postcard. No matter how packed your itinerary is, Siglufjörður is a perfect morning stop to experience Iceland's true beauty. After Siglufjörður, we dropped just 10 minutes and reached the next stop, Gufu Waterfall, a quick 30 minutes break during our road trip. This waterfall is literally right by the roadside. No hike, no parking, just park your car and enjoy the sound of the water falling surrounded by the nature. The place was super quiet and the surrounding were really peaceful. No crowd, no rush, just us and this calm little waterfall. It's not famous spot or anything, but honestly, it's these small offbeat places that make an Iceland road trip feel truly special. And if you're taking this route, make sure you don't skip this waterfall. It's totally worth the stop. After Gufu Waterfall, we drove for about 1.5 hours and reach our next destination for the day, Studlagil Canyon, one of the most beautiful canyon in the Iceland, but it's also super easy to make a mistake here.
So, here's the thing. If you just type Studlagil Canyon directly into Google Map, it will take you to the viewpoint site. From there, you can only see the canyon from the distance. No hike, no viewpoint of that iconic water flowing through the basalt column. If you really want to experience the canyon up close, you need to go from the other side. For that, search for Studlagil Waterfall on the map. That's where the actual hike begins. There is a parking area near the waterfall and it costs 1000 ISK. From there, you can first take a short trail to Studlagil Waterfall. It's a quick stop for some nice pictures and videos. After that, the main hike begins, around 2 to 3 kilometers through the open field. It's an easy and scenic walk that's take you to the right next to the canyon. And the moment you reach the canyon, it honestly feels magical. Basalt column and that stunning turquoise green glacier water flowing through the middle. It literally feels like you have stepped inside a painting. Without a doubt, this is one of the most photogenic and dramatical canyon of Iceland. Including the hike, you can easily spend 2 to 3 hours here and every minute is totally worth it. There is no direct path all the way down to the water. You will have to climb over rocks. We had visited during early winter. Because of the black ice, the path had become really slippery. So if you're planning to go down to the bottom, be extra careful.
कहाँ से?
इतना steep था.
यार गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स जैसे लग रहे हैं पत्थर. What a beautiful canyon this is यार.
अगर मेरे को ये दिखता होगा ना यहाँ से मैं कभी आ नहीं रही. One last tip. If you accidentally reach to the viewpoint site first and then want to come back to the hiking side, it will take you about 30 minutes to cross over the other side. So plan smart and choose your starting point carefully. After Studlagil Canyon, we drove for about 2 hours and reached our final stop of the day, Godafoss. This is a kind of place where you can actually feel the raw power of nature. Godafoss is also known as the most powerful waterfall in Europe. And you will know why the moment you get there. We reached in the late evening and the place was super peaceful. The whole area was covered in the snow. And right in the middle, this unstoppable waterfall that felt like it could shake the ground. There is a free parking, and from the parking lot, it's about 1 kilometer easy trek to the viewpoint. Because of the snow, the trail was bit slippery, but nothing too crazy. The viewpoint of this waterfall is set a little away from the waterfall, but Godafoss is so intense that the water spray reaches all the way to the platform. Since the platform is made of iron, it had become super slippery. We almost slipped a couple of times.
वुडन भी स्लिप हो रहा है.
So please be very careful when you are there. From the same trail, you can also walk further to the Selfoss water. It's about 1.5 kilometers ahead. We really wanted to check it out, but it started getting dark, so we skipped it.
ये लड़की मानती नहीं है, इतनी रात में भी यहाँ तक ले आई. अब ये देख लो, तुम्हारा सेल्फोस ड्रोन से देख तो लिया था.
वाओ, आंखों से देखना.
और ये पानी आगे जाके बन जाता है Godafoss, और ये है Selfoss.
Godafoss was a reminder that Iceland isn't just about postcard view and the peaceful towns. Sometimes it shows you the wildest side, and it's truly unforgettable. From here, we drove about 45 minutes and reached our night stay for the day, Myvatn. And with that, our day 7 comes to end. Distance covered today 260 kilometers. Total distance 1300 kilometers.
Today, we will be covering Myvatn area. This area gets its name from the lake Myvatn. This is the biggest lake in the North Iceland and is one of the most famous lakes of Iceland. There are a lot of geothermal active areas here and you can feel the raw power of nature literally in every corner of this area. Being geothermally active, this area has its side effect too. There can be lot of flies in the summer months, so please do remember to carry a face net. We traveled in the early winter, so we didn't face this issue. The day started with Studlagil. Honestly, we would not recommend this place to you. As per our research, there was supposed to be a hot water cave here, but when we visited, we didn't find anything.
देखिए इतनी सी जगह है, गीतांशु इसमें सोच रहे हैं कि मैं नीचे थोड़ा जाके देखूं क्या है। बहुत क्योंकि स्टीव है।
पानी तो यहीं तक आ रहा है।
हाँ, कुछ जाने की रास्ता नहीं। गीतांशु इधर ऊपर देखो। देखो, अगर आप गिरे तो मैं बचा नहीं पाऊंगी आपको।
यहाँ पे बात लेने का बोल रहे हैं, काफी गहरा है।
नहीं, वो दूसरा वाला होगा, वो वाला
इसमें तो
होगा।
अलाउड ही नहीं है बात।
सल्फर वाटर है,
पकड़ने से
बट इट्स वेरी क्लीन। आप दिखा दो अंदर से हाथ डाल के, बस ये आप ये पकड़ के रखो।
इट्स ओके।
From here, just a 10 minutes drive took us to Höfn. Literally a place out of this world. It's like Mars on the Earth. It is a very highly active geothermal area where you can see bubbling mud pots, steam vents, and feel a very strong smell of sulfur. Being there, it's a mixed feeling. It is scary and beautiful both at the same time. The parking charges here are 1000 ISK and you will need to walk for 3 to 4 minutes to reach the viewing area. When we visited, there were very strong winds gusts. Approximately 30 to 40 km per hour winds was blowing. Due to very strong winds, we could not spend much time here, but just 15-20 minutes here became the memory of lifetime for us. One pro tip, longer exposures to sulfur can be dangerous to your health, so we highly recommend do not spend more than 30-40 minutes here. So after experiencing an out-of-world place, 10 minutes drive took us to another wonder of the Iceland, which is Viti Crater. This place looks like a painting. There is a turquoise blue lake in here with snow-capped mountains in the background. The view is really mesmerizing. Summers may have a different view than this, but we are sure that view will be beautiful too. You can take a walk around the crater too. If you decide to take a walk, it will take around 1 to 1.5 hours here. But if you are going back from the viewpoint directly, you will only need 20 to 30 minutes here. After this, a 5 minutes drive will take you to a very small wonder of Iceland, a roadside natural hot water fountain. This fountain erupts hot water in winters too. You can find this place by googling Krafla showers on Google Maps. You can just wash your hands and face to take a feel of this place, or maybe take a shower too. After showers, 10 minutes of drive will take us to our next location, that is Geothermal. This place is famous because of the Game of Thrones. In this cave, an iconic scene of Jon Snow and Ygritte was shooted. After that shot, this place became a popular tourist spot. You can go inside the cave. Taking bath is not allowed, so you can take some cool pictures with the lake. You can spend around 20 to 30 minutes here. After caves, 10 minutes drive took us to our next location, that is Höfn. This is a 2500 years old crater. Again, this place is like a natural wonder. It feels like the Mother Nature took a compass and drew this crater. This is a huge crater. Car parking charges here are 1000 ISK. From car parking, you need to trek for 1 to 2 kilometers to reach the top of crater. We can say this is a moderate difficulty trek, but when we traveled, it became a hard difficulty trek for us. The reason behind that, very strong wind gusts. As per weather reports, there were 60 to 70 km per hour wind gusts. The winds were so strong that a human can fly. Due to strong winds, we could not explore much, but the view was really beautiful. We spent around 1.5 hours in total there. Experience of such strong winds became the highlight of our day. From crater, 15 minutes drive took us to our last stop in the Myvatn area, that is Studlagil. From here, you can see the back view of the Myvatn lake, and also you can see lot of pseudo craters. Pseudo craters in Blue Lake made a very beautiful scenery. We took a quick 15-20 minute stop here. In just 5 to 6 hours, we explored the volcanic craters, geothermal energy, crazy winds, and mesmerizing landscapes of Iceland. This tour was kind of a mini Iceland trip. We still had a lot of time in the day, so another half an hour drive took us to our next location, that is Godafoss, aka Waterfall of Gods. It has a powerful name, and so is the place. The car parking is free here. A small trail can take you to the both side of the waterfall. From one side you can get very close to the waterfall. From the other side you can see waterfall at some distance. We experienced this waterfall from distance only. To get to the other side of waterfall, you need to walk for 20 to 30 minutes. There is an interesting story attached to this waterfall as well. It is said that when Iceland accepted the Christianity, old Norse gods' statues were thrown into this waterfall. That's why this is known as Waterfall of Gods, that is Godafoss. We spent around 1 hour here. For some time we kept strolling, and for some time we just relaxed and watched water flow. After experiencing lot of geothermal energy, this place was a peaceful pause. Our night stay was just 30 minutes away from Godafoss, so on the way we just took a random stop. At this stop there was a beautiful and totally untouched lake. In the evening there was no one except us here. These kind of places makes the Iceland ring road trip more special. We spent around half an hour here, and then we went to our night stay, that is Akureyri. And that's all from day 8. Distance travelled in the day 130 kilometers. Total distance so far 1430 kilometers.
Day 9, and we are starting the day from Akureyri, which is pretty much the midpoint of Iceland, both on the map and the journey. Now, if you are doing 7-day Iceland trip, this is where you can start your return journey. From here, Reykjavik is about 6 to 7 hour drive, and by now you have seen enough to feel like your trip is complete. If you are on 10 days trip, we suggest you to skip this day and jump straight to the part 3 of the series, where we explore West Iceland. But if you are doing a 14 days trip, just like we did, then we highly recommend spending some time in Akureyri, also known as capital of North Iceland. You can simply relax, hang out at local cafes, take a walk around at harbor, or if you are like us, you like adventure, you can go on whale watching tour as well. We did our whale watching tour from a tiny coastal town called Sandur. Really honest, here the town name is very difficult. The cost was around 7,000 INR per person. We booked it through Cloak. The tour was super well managed. The tour started on time. It was totally safe and packed with sightings. And right at the middle of the chilly Arctic water, they served us hot chocolate and cinnamon stick. Such a cozy little treat. Honestly, it felt really amazing.
कितना सही एक्सपीरियंस है यार. पीछे वेल दिख रही है, हाथ में हॉट चॉकलेट रखा हुआ है, सिनेमन रोल है. वाओ.
The tour lasted for about 2 to 3 hours, and we got to see quite a few whales. We would say this is a must-do activity if you are in North Iceland. After the tour, we drove to Siglufjörður, a picture-perfect town on the north coast with fewer than 500 people. Colorful house, dramatic cliffs, and the light drizzle make the whole place feel straight to the fairy tale.
अभी हम लोग हैं आइसलैंड के एक छोटे से टाउन सिलगुदुफ्यूर में।
ओह माय गॉड, इतना डिफिकल्ट नेम।
काफी सही है, लाइक पीछे की सीनरी चारों तरफ पहाड़ों से घिरा हुआ है, कलरफुल हाउसेस, बारिश हो रही है। लेट्स हैव अ वॉक हियर।
Yes. We spent a peaceful and scenic day here. We were ready for the final phase of our Iceland adventure. Distance covered today 120 kilometers. Total distance so far on this trip 1550 kilometers.
Usually, when we plan a visit to some country, 20 places looks a lot. But here, we have been already to 50 plus places and yet there are 20 to go.
Right. So in this video, it was a part 2 video where we have covered our journey from Höfn to Akureyri. And in next vlog, which is our part 3, we will be covering
Vestrahorn and Snæfellsnes Peninsula. So if you like the video, so please do comment on the video that which was your favorite place so far.
If you have any query, you can just comment us on this video. You can also reach out to us on Instagram.
We will be very happy to help you.
And see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.